Hello, 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 people. How you guys doing today?
Fear in the startup is supposed to be for the chosen few, an unforgiving game. It's for Ivy League founders, picture perfect networks, for ramen prodigies, and executives on route two, for venture capital darlings and athletes
I made a video, guys. So let me just make some posts and let people know that we're live and see who tunes in. So I'm just gonna quickly just do that. How you guys been, man? I missed you guys. We streamed a couple hours ago. I'm thinking of still streaming a little bit more, just because I'm trying to build this out. So every night I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna do as much as I can do.
Fear in the startup is supposed to be for the chosen few, an unforgiving game. It's for Ivy League founders.
Okay. Let's see if I can. Oh my goodness. So welcome, welcome, chat, welcome, welcome. I hope that there's somebody tunes in. So we're gonna do this often, right? We're gonna do this as often as we can. Alright, so we got the posts out. We got the posts out. Now we have to wait and see what happens. Right? So let's see what happens, Chad. I tried something new in this my new video, right? I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I tried something new. So what I tried was that I looked at some highly performative reels in the past, and I decided, okay, if it worked before, right, it should work again. And that's like the law of virality. So I implemented some of the same strategies, and basically seeing what happens. But of course, um, yeah, I'm not really hooked, or yeah, I'm just optimistic about what happens right now. So let's do this. Maybe enough chatting, enough posting. Let's go live. Let's start building. You can open up Chrome right here, real quick. Unfortunately, it's Color Fury that is in front of our video.
Similar to those problems has ever appeared in any contest or anywhere in the world before. The questions are supposed to be really original. But nevertheless, the artificial intelligence was able to come up with solutions to 4 out of 6, which is more than I can do. The creativity in the AI can probably surpass what we can do too. The only unique thing about human intelligence is that we hopefully care that humans still exist. I'm Poshan Lo. I'm a mathematician who likes to solve real world problems. In real life, I'm a math professor at Carnegie Mellon University, but I'm
It's
also
pretty
a
cool.
social entrepreneur where I've been running my own educational solution, which tries to make the world a more thoughtful place.
So yesterday we were able to host it online, and
In schools,
this is
one of
the
the biggest places where
this is the page we've got online right now. So I'm just gonna try and reveal my entire screen, guys. Sorry that it's taking a lot of yeah. So let's do this. I'm gonna open up cursor real quick. All right. So let's pull this out here. Let us set up our. One time I got into an argument with a friend of mine at that time. Really cool guy, and I was telling him that AI is amazing and how AI has changed the way I write code, the way I program, what I even program, and what I, you know, come up with, how I come up with ideas. And he was telling me, oh, you need to learn how to type. And I'm not one to be carried away by, you know, by what people like. I like to do my own things. And at that time, I was, prompting AI with my voice, and I thought that that was, really cool. I think more people should do that, but you know, there's always going to be pushback at the end of the day.
where students are using AI to cheat on their homework is for their writing. This, unfortunately, could make a huge problem for human civilization Because you just have to think, what is that AI anyway? It's a large language model. How is that AI so good? It's because it's good at language. It's good at looking at the patterns of words that often appear. If many kids lose this ability, we'll get many kids who grow up and aren't able to think logically. All they're able to do is just take whatever anyone else gives them. They'll just be dependent. If you're already grown up and you already have that skill and you're using the AI to achieve that task because that's for your job, great, okay, you're using it to do a job. But if you're in school, why are you doing that writing? It's not because the writing you make is going to make money directly. No, no, that writing is actually part of your own learning. Using AI to do your writing homework in school is like saying, I'm not going to run a mile for exercise. I'm going to drive my car 1 mile for exercise. How much exercise you get? You get none. You're going to grow up and you're not going to be able to be as physically fit. Similar thing here with mentally fit. And just this observation that the power of the large language model is the language. That's why we need to really make sure that all of our kids, and if you're watching this and you're students, this is why you need to be really, really good with language. For the next generation, all of these skills like reading and writing, communication, logic, these are all going to be very important because these are how you develop a good way to think. I was explaining to people the reason why we do this math is not because eventually we have to do algebra, but the reason is because eventually this just makes you smarter. So you're able to go and think through situations you haven't seen before and figure them out.
I think he has a point. He has a really good point. Saying that we need to learn how to communicate properly. Yeah, that's really important because throughout my time working with AI, whatever that I've done, I realized one thing, right? In AI, this is just a normal bug. In AI, there's a difference between, you know, a good prompt and a bad prompt. People study prompt engineering and, they study over and over again. But I realized that prompt engineering is more than just a server-side exposition has an exception as occurred while loading alpha. See several logs for more information. While interacting with AI more and more, I realized the importance and the need for proper communication with the LLM. If you cannot explain if you cannot explain your problem properly, you're going to run into a lot of errors, and those errors are going to cost you. Going to cost you time on your delivery, a lot of time on your delivery. So I think that yeah, it's very important to learn these things early. Several logs for more information. Environment. Is it cache? Guys, I don't know what several log is, man. Oh, this is annoying. Looking for several logs. Oh, this X. In case you guys missed the stream yesterday, we made progress. The idea was I'll just diagnose that and see what the issue is really. What's causing this headache? I do not like this bug. I did upload the environment variables though. I think when I was uploading it, I did not add the. Let's redeploy it. Possibly that's the issue. Because when I deployed it, I did not. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see what this redeployment will do. Anyway, so the architecture, I spent some time yesterday thinking about the architecture, how the app would work, and so we're going to try and set up something a bit complicated today. I think we have about an hour to do it. So what we're going to set up is the multi-tenancy, right? So we've already gotten the domains, the multi-tenant domains. So now the issue is, okay, I don't know if we should design the. Guys, do you think we should design the front end first? Let me think about what I want to do first. Mm, I think it should be solved now.
interview lots and lots of high school students who want to work with me. And during the interview, the way that I interview for intelligence is I ask them questions, usually math questions because those are analytical, and I ask them questions until it's very clear from their body language that they have never seen this question before. Because usually if you're doing math questions and you've seen it before, you have a certain look of confidence in your eyes. But I wait until it's really clear that they've never seen this before. And then I want to see how you think. Actually, because you've never seen that question before, the expectation is that you won't solve it. And so then I start to give hints. Those hints are usually ideas that they wouldn't have encountered before in school. And then I want to see how quickly can you synthesize these new hints, these new ways of thinking, synthesize them into a solution for a problem you have never seen before. Actually, that's also creativity. So that's one particular piece. But going forward, I think that one of the skills that people will really need is that aspect of actually wanting to create value and delight in other people. Why do I say this? I say this because for many, many years, humans were the top species, the most capable things on this planet. Soon it will not be that case. Soon, you're going to have to work together to survive. The only way to get other people to want to team up with you is for you to authentically and deeply be a person who is motivated by creating value in the other. If you are not that way, you are a bad partner and people will not want to go and team with you. If they don't